Hey guys, it's John, your Tennessee flying farmer. It's, I believe, day 9 of the 31-day build challenge. I'm actually out here trying to make just a little bit of progress. I've got this trim piece I told you about the other day, cut down where I'm trying to get the window trim to all fit up nicely and the corners to match up and stuff. So I'm making a little bit of progress there, just getting started good. Anyway, my plan is to get this disassembled like I sort of said the other day. I'm gonna get the windshield back off it, get these trim pieces off of it, and get it taken apart enough so I can show you what I've got going on right here. I'm gonna see if I can get the cabin frame, those holes welded up today, and I'll describe to you what's going on. So, yeah, let's get started.
This guy's good.
Now, here's our farmer, John Homebred.
Look at that! Oh my God!
That was good.
Whoa!
So the first thing I'm gonna do before I actually remove all this stuff, you can see there's this piece that goes across the top. It essentially goes across the top underneath the windshield, overlaps both sides. It comes down below my trim piece there for my window, and it has really too much edge distance there too. So I'm gonna mark it and make sure I have enough edge distance, but I'm gonna go ahead and trim it off while I've got this thing completely apart so that I can make it look cleaner, because you won't see a trim piece, a step, and then that. So that's what I'm gonna work on first. Okay guys, real quick, I need to get back to the wheat field, and then I got started on this morning, but anyway, I just had a few minutes, so I'm quickly running out of time, but I did get this disassembled, all the windows back off of it. I wanted to show you what's coming next here. I don't know if I'll get back to it this evening or not, but let me at least show you what I got going on. The rear trim piece for my front windshield comes down through here, and it overlaps the window and covers essentially all of this. What I've run into, this chromoly cabin frame is drilled for the A5 size from the factory. So that's great. What I'm trying to do here with this trim piece though, I've got it, this piece goes all the way, or the bolt I will put here goes all the way through this longeron. So it'll just be a through bolt at the bottom, or a through screw. All these others are going to be threaded. So the holes I've drilled for the actual window, I like to use a 832 finishing screw, and I'll use a finishing washer just like I did in my Super701. It's essentially, there's finishing washer and then it's a flathead screw. So when it's all assembled, it makes a really nice finished look. Long story short, these holes that are A5 in the cabin frame, they're already pre-drilled from the factory, are too big for this 832 screw to be able to thread those threads into that chromoly cabin frame. I only need the one hole to get my distances correct. So my plan is to disassemble this just a little bit further and weld up this chromoly cabin frame, this hole we're at here. Once I get it welded up and I get it sanded back smooth underneath this aluminum piece, I'll be able to put the clecos back in it, and I'll be able to drill this to the size I need to be able to thread the chromoly underneath it. Then I can have rivets in all these holes except the one, and that one I'll use my 832 screw and finishing washer. So that's my plan, at least. Like I say, I don't know if I'll be able to get back up here this evening or not. We're trying our best to beat the rain. It's supposed to be coming tonight with planting wheat. So I'll be in the field for a little while, and then it's feed day again. So I've got to deliver a few wagons to cattle. But anyway, I will try my best to get back in here. If not, that one little trim piece that I cut to match nicely down there on the lower windshield may be all I get done today, but I promise I'll try for you guys. So anyway, like I say, leave comments, like, share. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and I really appreciate you all watching. Thanks. See you next time. I made it back to the shop. Good news is we finished planting wheat today. Got all the equipment and stuff put up just a little after dark tonight. You might be able to hear the rain hitting the roof now. It just started raining, so just barely beat that, and I think it's about wore all of us out. But anyway, like I said, I did manage to get back up here for just a little bit. It's about midnight now. Really not that much progress today, but I did disassemble some stuff. I've got things and just ready for the next step. My next step is really going to be to weld that hole up I had mentioned earlier. So Probably not going to do that tonight since it's already midnight and it's been a couple of long days. I want to do that with a fresh start. I'll try to get that done at some point tomorrow and may try to show you a little bit more of what's going on there. While I was taking this stuff back apart, I tried to take my time a little bit and cut and trim on pieces as I was taking it off. Kind of like the top window, I mentioned it needed to be trimmed on both sides, so I did take the time to, once I got it set off on the table, I did go ahead and cut off both of the excess material on each side of it. Best way I found to do that is just with a plain old standard thin cutoff wheel on a hand cutoff tool. It seems to work really well, you know, just make sure it's not totally burning through it and it's making a nice finish as you go. It seems to work really well for me. That's been my method of choice on cutting these windows for these airplanes. Of course, after that, I take the belt sander and just sand the corners of it so there's no real sharp corners on the glass. But anyway, I think I've got it about ready to install except for the rear line of fasteners, and I'll try to get that figured out and sort of going the next time I install it back on the airplane. As you can see, I've really got it stripped back down again. And oh God, I don't even know how many times I've done this. This is probably the 50th time I've stripped this. You know, I build it up, take it down, build it up, take it down. And this is part of what I do to try to cut and fit and make everything work. You can see cabin frame's a little different than the standard. It's all of this part, all of this main structure, this upward V, that forward V that ties into the firewall and into the engine mount up there is all stock. The front tubes there that go up along the front edge of the doors, that's stock. And of course the horizontal and the two that run back from there that are attached to the rear fuselage, all that's the standard stuff. What I have added, of course this custom throttle bracket I made, it's mine. I've cut and fitted and welded it on there. But I'll have to show this to you a little more in depth once I get the engine mount on there. I've also added these extra braces that go up to the extra attachment points on my engine mount. And sort of in that process, I also added another little crossover tube to kind of tie everything in for my instrument pod, my center pod. That'll kind of be covered. But anyway, it has a couple of holes that'll be tapped underneath that hold the instrument panel cover on there. Kind of exciting. I know it doesn't look like much at the moment, but it'll go back together pretty quick. Anyway, I'll try to get this one little hole I've got marked there. I'm going to try to get it welded up there sometime tomorrow on both sides, get it sanded back smooth. And then I'll essentially quick-o this back up there and try to center drill a smaller hole back through there. And once I get that done for my trim piece, I'll have to put the trim piece on my windshield and back drill through the windshield to get that hole correct so it'll fit up there also. Anyway, quite a bit to do there, and we'll see what I can get done maybe tomorrow on it. Okay, two quick things before I wrap this up. One of my flying friends left a comment and asked two questions. One is, am I going to install an autopilot on this plane? And to be honest, I'm not totally sure yet. I really like the concept of having a trim tab style autopilot for these planes. I think it would work really, really well. I don't really want to install a standalone type of autopilot. If I do that, I want it to be operated through my Garmin G3X. So if I can figure out how to make that work to just do the trim tabs, I will do it. If not, it probably won't. And I didn't install an autopilot in my Super701, and I just honestly, it's very rare that I even remotely wish that I had one. The Super701 will fly hands off, I mean, all day long. You just have to give it the tiniest little bit of rudder input to stay on course, and it just goes and goes and goes. So I'm, fingers crossed. I hope this one will be the same way. And I love to fly. So we'll see on the autopilot. I honestly do not know yet. The other question though is on this carbon fiber. This is 3M Dynoc. You can get it from all kinds of different places. Where I got it's called Metro Restyling. If I can find the link quickly here in a little while when I put the video together, I'll include it in the description. If not, just look up the 3M Dynoc black carbon fiber. And like I said, it's a little bit textured. I really do like it. It works really well. It's, in my opinion, it just really gives it a finished look, high end. It's a high quality, high end type finished look. So with that being said, it's after midnight now, and I've got it stripped apart and ready for tomorrow. And tomorrow's Monday, so I have a lot of bookkeeping work. Every Monday is I have to start off the day with bookkeeping, and it usually takes me a couple of hours to get that going. Tomorrow is also feed day again. I've got to mix quite a few different batches of feed, so you may get to see a little farm footage there. And other than that, I hope to be able to spend a little bit of time in here, especially if it's raining, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, please do leave comments. I love to read the comments. I love the feedback. Share thoughts, ideas. Like I said, give me ideas of what you want me to talk about, what you would like me to describe, what I'm doing. You know, whether I'm right or wrong, I can tell you what I'm doing, and you can decide for yourself. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. We'll get this together for you and catch you tomorrow. Thanks. See ya.